And we continue with the All Met Sports Weekly Fast Forward. We're now joined by the guys from Rebel Run Sports and Entertainment, John Moore and Rob Giampapa. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Before we get to the big matchup this week between South County and Westfield, I want to talk a little bit about what you guys do as a company.
All right, we're a multi-level media company highlighting sports and entertainment all over Northern Virginia. Since there's no professional sporting teams in Northern Virginia, we focus the sports aspect of what we do on the high schools. So football, basketball, girls volleyball, you name it, we're covering it.
Yeah, we really just want to give kids more opportunities. We think there's a lot of talent in the area, and we want to help them get some more opportunities to be seen.
And obviously, in the area we're in, a very high level of sports being played, correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of kids in a lot of different sports that don't get the attention that football does because, football is king everywhere. So it's important for us to kind of reach out to those other, wrestling and a lot of those other programs that kids need the same, spotlight on them as everyone else.
Yeah, and obviously we do that here at DMVSTREAM.COM, so anytime we have somebody out there giving the kids what they deserve when it comes to coverage, we love it. Let's go ahead and get into this game this week, talk about that matchup between Westfield and South County. It is a rematch of a game earlier in the season won by South County. We'll start with you, John. Tell us about this Westfield Bulldogs program.
They're strong. They got talent all over the board. Coach Kyle Simmons has them playing their best right now. Their only loss was earlier in the season to South County, as you said, a game that due to coach's decision, 8 of the kids sat out for. So I know those 8 kids and the rest of the team have been looking forward to playing South County at full strength, so it should be fun to watch.
Yeah, obviously, still a close game despite that maybe disparity with guys being out of the game. Can you tell us a little bit about a guy to watch in this matchup for Westfield?
Tyler Scanlon. He played wide receiver last year, quarterback all season, and coach put him back at wide receiver for the game against Lake Braddock. And with Rahman Johnson, the junior, playing quarterback, they played pitch and catch all game long, and Lake Braddock had nothing for him. So it'll be fun to see how South County has prepared for a different situation than they played for earlier in the year.
And of course, Scanlon last year spent his time as a wide receiver, coming back to the quarterback spot now. So it's something he's used to, even if the team they faced off last week really wasn't used to seeing him out there. Right. Now let's go ahead and switch it over to the South County side of things. Rob, talk about what the Stallions, undefeated on the year, bring to the table.
Well, absolutely undefeated, like you said, but they run a high-tempo offense. They score about 42 points a game. They're only giving up 18. Kevin Allen, their stud linebacker, is all over the place. He had 14 tackles in the game against Robinson, 2 sacks, including one that ended the game. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Like John said, Westfield's got a tough defense. They're big and strong, so it's going to be a nice matchup.
And who's the player to watch in this one for the Stallions?
Man, I think DeAndre Clayton, quarterback, senior. He's 66% on the year. He's only thrown 6 interceptions. Westfield's taken 7 picks away in the last 2 games, so it's going to be a nice matchup for him. He runs that offense really well.
Of course, got to find out who we're going to pick in this matchup. These 2 teams, of course, facing off. I guess we'll start off with you, Rob. Who you have in this one between South County and Westfield?
I'm going to take South County. I think DeMarcus Ramsey, he was slowed a little bit last week by that tough Rams defense, but I think he'll get it going. And they have Michael Salisbury, who just seems to make plays all over the place.
How about you, John?
Now, I may be a little biased. This is the 20th year anniversary of what I consider the greatest high school team ever, coached by Tom Verbanek, the 1995 Fairfax Rebels. And on that team, they had 2 assistant coaches, Dan Keating and Lindsey Ott, who are assistant coaches on this Westfield team, so I'm taking Westfield.
Well, I'm going to go Westfield as well. I think, as you kind of pointed out, missing all those guys, and then, of course, going on with all those without a lot of those guys through that period has made Westfield a stronger team than the first time these guys played. I'm going with the Bulldogs in this one as well to pull the upset. Guys, it's John Moore and Rob Giampapa from Rebel Run Sports and Entertainment. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.